Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to Dragonheir Silent Gods. Dragonheir has sponsored again today the channel, supporting us so much. Thank you, Dragonheir. And we'll be going over some of their collaborations that they're going on right now. Dragonheir is a Western style open world fantasy themed game. It's an RPG game, so you're collecting your heroes and also building them up. As you can see, I've collected many different heroes so far since I've been playing for quite a while. Its global launch was in September, and since then they've done over 10 million downloads. They've been on #1 in terms of the downloads for many different regions, and they're available in many different ways. Okay, so you can play the game on your phone, iOS, Android. You can play on PC, Mac. If you've got the Epic Game Store, it works there. If you got Steam, it also works through there, and your progression will be transferred over. So I'll have a link down for you guys in the description if you want to try it out. It definitely helps the channel if you do so, if you click the link. So this is the game, okay? You are in this open world. You go explore, you pick up stuff, you go through quests, you talk with different NPCs, and the stuff that you pick up is used for your battles, okay? Each and every one of the NPCs usually has like a quest line for you or something to say to you, okay? And as you're picking things up, you're able to go to your camp. You're going to use some of them for forging. You create your items through this one, or you just farm them through specific dungeons. And then for just this, okay, for just the cooking part of the game, you have different recipes, which it does make sense in a little bit, because you get different things throughout your exploration or through vendors. Like this one, holy light fruit, and then you put in some poisonous meat from a boar, and then that will give you, let's say, a recipe for something, and each of those recipes is saved for the future, so you don't have to remember much. Don't worry about that. But these things that you actually cook are used for each battle, and each one of them buffs your team differently. So this is very strategic in where you are going to be using these things. And you can even roll the dice as you're cooking. So this is where the D&D elements come in. You roll the dice, and if you get like a good roll, like now, I get a perfect roll, and the results from my cooking were better than normal. I got some extra consumables here, which I can use for my battles. So depending on your luck or how you built your hero, you'll have different results. So the way that you build your hero, you have your main hero, you have some attributes which you give them as you play through the main quest line, and those attributes play a different role in terms of how your cooking rolls do. So you'll have some benefits to your rolls to get a higher roll when you're rolling the dice, or when you are doing something like a puzzle. It depends on if you've chosen a different identity. You have the archaeologist identity, which helps with solving puzzles and investigating throughout the map. And there's also things like your affinities here and making them stronger, like giving more power to fire and poison heroes that you might have. So these are the D&D elements that you might feel familiar with. So if you played D&D before, or just know of the franchise, then you know about this, okay? D&D is a very well-known tabletop, maybe the most known tabletop game out there, and they've done a collaboration on the 17th. They've started the collaboration on the 17th with introducing Drizzt Do'Urden, a hero that I do have. I can show you guys. I did unlock Drizzt. Here he is with his panther right there. Looks very cool. Very interesting hero. I do have him at level 100, which is the maximum. I've given him some very good gear, built him like almost 100% crit, 115 crit damage, 5,000 attack, which is a ton, and this helps his panther also do damage. So the way that he works is that where his panther is attacking, if he's also attacking, they're doing combined damage together. They're getting buffs, they're buffing each other, they're applying frost also on the enemies. So it's a very cool looking interaction with them both, but you have to be careful, and you have to run a healer so to keep both of them alive. Both the panther and Drizzt can take some damage, so you gotta make sure that you're not taking too much damage, or else you'll be in trouble. So the way that I got Drizzt is by his summoning banner. It was this one right here, and it was a special one. It started on the 17th. It's still going for 6 days and 7 more hours. And the way that you get him is there's like a small chance for you to get him just from one summon, but if you keep on summoning, you'll get these things called the Hunter's Blades, and eventually at 240 of those, you'll be able to pick up a copy of him. You can pick multiple copies if you keep on summoning if you want to, or you you can just go and exchange them, all right, which is what I'm planning to do, exchange them in the token shop right here. And you can even pick up one of the first skins that they've added to the game, to the dice that you saw me rolling a little bit earlier. Those dice are really, really cool, and it's two different skins. It's the D20 dice, okay, this one where you can roll, it's 20 sides basically, and there's two skins at the moment. It's the basic one, and this one, the D&D collaboration one, and then there's the other one where it has 4 sides, and this one is also like one with the skin and one without the skin. You can pick up both as you're playing through the events. There's different events. There's like the story mode now added for this. It's like an additional story mode. It's very unique. It has its own independent storyline for Drizzt, and also Erttu, which is one of the bosses, one of the new dungeons added to this game. We'll have a look at the Erttu boss. Okay, let's go and have a look at that one for today. And I'm traveling through the map, by the way. And it's very easy. Just click on fast travel. You go to Temple of Erttu. I've unlocked this as I was doing the main, quest line. I finished that one, and then this is the boss, and it's a very interesting encounter. Erttu is in the lore. Okay, he's one of the bosses, and after the whole event ends, the collaboration with D&D, they'll add it as a specific dungeon for you to be doing every single day. And there's different ranges of damage that you can do, and the more damage you do, the more rewards you get, and those rewards you can use, of course, everywhere within the game. What is very interesting about this dungeon is that, first things first, is Drizzt does double damage here. So if you do have him, it helps you do a ton more damage. I've almost done the maximum damage that you can in terms of rewards, which is 10 million damage. Is that I'm missing a few heroes to actually get that. In also, another really cool thing is that here, none of your gear or equipment matters. It's all about the specific composition of heroes that you do. Every single hero that you see here is level 100, and it's because of this specific encounter. They want you to be trying out different combos. They don't want you to worry, okay, oh, I don't have that one leveled up, I am not going to spend all those resources to level it. They want you to just have fun in this new encounter. So what that does that mean? I can use this rare hero that I have him, but not without any gear. I only have him skilled up a little bit, but it's not that it does affect him so much. And this has actually been used for my specific team here. What I can do is break up a little bit of my team and actually put in Drizzt as well in there. And I'll have 3 poison heroes, and then 2 from a different element. I'll still be able to pick up on this 3 hero elemental affinity bonuses, which is like extra attack, extra defense, extra HP. But I'm missing out on this one, which is elemental damage bonus and this attack percent. I could use that one, but I want to showcase Drizzt a little bit for this encounter. It's a very interesting one with Erttu. You can check out his skills if you click on him, and there's different orders as well I can select based on the heroes that I have. I think I'm gonna go with just crit damage in all battles boosted. So let's go into the fight. We'll have a look at how this goes. I wonder I'll have this on full auto. It doesn't really matter because you can reset the fight and go again if you see something not going your way. And we're already looking at 145,000. You can do your ultimates whenever you like. If you're on auto, they're going to do them immediately when they're available. You can click here as an example, and that stops the ultimate from going. But there's still, everyone else is going on full auto, okay? Except this big healer that I have. I've removed her auto ability here because I want her to do her big heal, which is also like a cleanse at the right time. When I receive like very annoying debuffs, I want her to use her ultimate so she cleanses as well, and we don't get the defense down debuff on everybody. You can check on all the debuffs that are available throughout the fight. It's like an active fighting style. It's not like a turn-based style where you're waiting your hero to take his turn. The enemy is not gonna hit you, and then they'll take their turn and hit you. So it doesn't work like that. Everybody's hitting at the same time. Everybody's planning to use their skills when the time is right, when the ultimate is going on. We can see the boss's ultimate bar going, and at each breakpoint here he does different skills, which you click, and obviously you see on when they're gonna cast it. But we are taking tons of damage so far. That's why I'm running like 2 healers here, and sometimes it becomes tricky keeping everybody alive. Like right now, Eli took some beating. So what I'll do is I'll probably redeploy them. I've done only 2 million, which is not enough. I want to do like 5 million at least to pass the threshold that I want. So what I'll do is probably have Eli somewhere there. Like this setup works usually the best. I'll put this on full auto and just have everybody. I'll have everybody attacking here, and hopefully we'll do some good damage. But the fight is really interesting because you have two choices. You can make a team that works, that can kill these two ads, which are very annoying. One of them stuns and the other one just does a lot of damage, I believe. But the boss will keep on reviving them. That's the very interesting thing. And if they are alive, they give a buff to the boss, and they are also fully healed every time by the boss. The boss gives them an attack up buff. It's not an easy fight, but the good thing is that you have a lot of ways to test things out and see how they work, see what each and different hero works with each other. So you have a way to test things before you just click save on your total damage. That is what I'm liking about this game. They've introduced many different dungeons, with each of them doing something different in terms of strategy. Not all of them you can use the same team. You don't have to use the same team, and all of them are gonna work. Wow, we're taking a lot of damage today. I think we're not landing our attack debuff. It's what is happening, or maybe we're getting stunned way more often. So I think I could use a different setup. So instead of that, have my healer up there on the front, and then see on how Drizzt is gonna walk over there. And then when the two ads are summoned, maybe they'll be focusing us there instead of on my tank. So boom, hitting there. And Drizzt does just immense damage in this one. Just immense damage. It goes on and on and on. And the fight becomes very tricky. So that's why you have to mix and match. You try different heroes. And especially the elements together, it plays a big role within this game. You have to work with all the elements together and use cleansers. Cleansers are very strong here, or something that provides like a debuff immunity. That's also gonna be important here. So let's see how this fight is gonna go. I'm gonna leave it on for a little bit and see if we can reach at least the 5 million mark. So the run has been going well, almost at 5 million damage. That's gonna mean the next the next reward right there. Boom, we upgraded that, and the next one is like when we double the damage to 10 million. But I don't think I'm gonna be doing this today. I need to tune in my heroes a little bit better in terms of their use and their positioning. That's what you need to be doing when you're doing these fights. But overall, you see Drizzt did like double the damage that my Eli has done there. And yeah, it's just the power of Drizzt being able to do more damage in this specific encounter versus Erttu. Both are the D&D collaborations. One is the hero that you can get, and the other one is the boss, which is very cool. But his ads really hurt, and the annoying thing of these ads is that they can stun me, and if they stun my healer at the right time, I'm in trouble. So I'll have to be using my ultimates, like switching off the auto mode and then using it in specific times. And look at this, we're already at 6 million damage, but there's no chance I'm gonna be doing this, because the boss slowly ranks up his total damage bonus. And then when the timing is right and he does like a defense down on everybody, I get stunned on my healer, and then he does his big hit right there on the ultimate. It really stresses my heroes, because they don't have the gear that they're supposed to have. They are equipped as the developers wanted. Everybody's at 100. Everybody has gear as the developers wanted. Some have more damage than others. And in this way, they made this encounter basically doable by everybody. And look at that, Drizzt died by what I said before, like a big AoE, but my Panther is still alive. I wish I was running a reviver here. That would have been fun. But yeah, 7.1 million damage there without Drizzt. Just I lost Drizzt there at the 7 million mark. So any damage done there by Drizzt now is because of the Panther. but it's like a really cool, interesting concept to have every one of your heroes unlocked, and every one of their skills unlocked, and no equipment required, and you just have to do good damage based on your knowledge of their skills and synergies together of the elements and what affinities you've chosen through your affinity tree in order to make those you know, the best possible synergy together with everyone. So it's a very interesting game. As the time passes, they're going to be adding more things and more collaborations in the future, hopefully even more interesting than this one, because if it's more interesting than this one, I just can't wait to see what they have planned. But the developers are really listening to like feedback. They've been doing content creator tournaments, from what I know. They've been pushing it a lot on Twitch. They've been doing like Twitch drops there. You get some free stuff like freebies, free gems, and all that. So it's a pretty cool thing to do. And yeah, here we go. My tank is dead. My healers are just left standing there alone. They won't do any damage. They're just going to be healing each other, but they're going to be stunned. And the boss will eventually just take them out so easily. So easily. Just, it makes no chance like they would have survived on their own and do any damage, really. So there it is. I get halfway through to get the maximum rewards. It's fine. I've got more days to test things out. There's still a lot more days for this D&D collaboration, and I also said this Temple of Ertu will be there once the event is over. It's not going to go away. It's going to be something that you'll be able to do in the future every single day as well. So that was the video for today, guys. Definitely check out the game. I'll have a link down in the description of this video. It's a very cool game, lots of champions to collect, and they'll be adding more as time goes on. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.